Hello fellow Chimera and Sign Brian here. Welcome to a Fortnite video where today we're going to watch the animated short of the story of Sugar High. And if you forgot what happened in part 1 and part 2 of episode 2 of Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 5 The Simpsons, here's a big refresher so we're all caught up on this. So donut storms have begun to spawn around the island, which means Homer used the 0-point shard to create these donut storms somehow. And when talking to Professor Frank about this anomaly, he strangely became a variant of Peely. And after trying to investigate more and more about these donut storms, we had to find some way to stop Homer. And according to the professor, the only way to stop him is with an angry mob. So after collecting 4 angry notes, we delivered them to Homer. And he thought these were glowing praises about this new improvement he made of donuts falling from the sky. But it seems unlikely these are praises and more like the people of Springfield not liking this new improvement that Homer made, which are falling donuts coming from the sky. So after watching this anime show, we're going to analyze of how the donut storms were created, how the professor became a variant of Peely, and want to know more of how the people of Springfield felt upon this new improvement that Homer made about giant donuts falling from the sky. So with that said, let's watch this animated short, shall we? Okay, there's Homer with the professor. Yes, it does. Wow, never thought the word omniverse would be brought up again. Just wow. That's not a very good idea.
First, I must finish making Springfield a paradise.
You're not making it a paradise, Homer.
Dude, you've already turned my robocaller into a ladybug.
What? What am I looking at right now?
I shall rain abundance down upon my people, like a giant showerhead with a low flow restriction disabled.
What?
What does that cloud look like to you?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that how the donut storms were created? Please don't tell me. Because I swear to God. Oh my God! Are you serious? That's how the donut storms were created?
It's just remarkable. It's remarkable.
It's not remarkable.
That shard for now.
No, he should not.
It leaves me absolutely nothing to show the Nobel Prize committee.
Why?
Fantastic.
Wait, that's how the professor became a variant of Peely? Are you serious right now?
With the cutting and the looking and the ow.
That's painful. That's super painful. So wait, that's how the donut storms were created? Because Homer saw a cloud silhouette of a donut and used the shard to turn into an actual donut? Are you kidding me? And that's how the professor became a variant of Peely? Because he had nothing to show to the Nobel Prize committee? And Homer decided to turn into a variant of Peely? Wow. Just wow.
As the town mob whipper up, I say Homer has gone too far.
He has gone too far. So, this is how the people of Springfield felt upon this new improvement that Homer made. So, this does now explain about these angry notes that were created. Okay, there's Homer with the shard.
First, get rid of the evidence, then
Why is he going to the nuclear core room?
That's where I dump all my garbage.
What is he doing?
Wrong, trouble. Core flare.
Are you serious? Why do you have to do that?
See, I filled up the town
Just
with comfy light.
Just why?
There's still some candy left.
Why is there a candy bar?
Wrapper.
Oh God, what is happening? Oh my God!
Any regrets?
He fell in.
Never got to eat.
Just wow. What is happening? What is happening? Oh God! That's even worse! That is even worse! Just, oh my God! Well, that was something to see. So we now find out how Homer created the donut storms. He saw a cloud silhouette of a donut and had the idea of turning it into an actual donut, which does explain why there were donut storms spawning around the island. And when the professor told Homer he can still use the shard, he had nothing to show to the Nobel Prize committee. And Homer decided to grant his wish by turning him into a variant of Peely. So this does explain how the professor turned to a variant of Peely when we talked to him about the donut storm anomalies. And we now see how the people of Springfield felt upon this new improvement that Homer made. And let's just say they weren't happy, which now explains upon the angry notes that we collected to create this angry mob. They were not liking the new improvements that Homer made, which were not just donuts, but other foods falling from the sky, such as giant pizza, chicken drumsticks, and pie. So this does explain a lot. And not liking these new improvements, and now seeing that Homer has taken things way too far, the people of Springfield are now became an angry mob, and they want to go after Homer. We then transition to Homer at the nuclear power plant with the 0-point shard. And he went inside the courtroom, wanting to dispose the evidence that he used to create these giant food falling from the sky. And his brightest idea to dispose of the shard was throwing it in toxic waste. Like, just wow. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I'm upset, but like, I'm just speechless that he had to do that. Just wow. Anyways, after throwing the shard in toxic waste and thinking that's a good sign, he then sits on a couch, and then he strangely sees a candy bar on the edge of the container, which I don't even know how a candy bar was able to spawn right there, but whatever, I guess. So, after trying to reach for the candy bar so you can eat it, he tripped over a stool and fell into the 0-point nuclear mixture, allowing 0-point toxic gas to disperse onto the island, creating zombie clone Homers. And by seeing that, that's even worse than giant food falling from the sky. An army of zombie clone Homers marching towards Springfield. Yeah, let's just say this is not good. And this is even worse of giant food falling from the sky. So this is very bad. Not only we had to deal with food falling from the sky created by Homer, but we now had to deal with zombie clones of himself marching their way to Springfield. And if you remember that the people of Springfield were trying to find Homer, yeah, that's gonna be hard considering there's like, I guess like hundreds of clones of him marching their way towards the town. So that means next week of the story is going to have to involve these clone Homers. And we have to find some way to get the real Homer out of the 0-point nuclear mixture vat and somehow get him to fix this. And again, to give up the shard. Because of him using the shard to create these giant food coming from the sky and creating these clones of himself, yeah, let's just say this is now turned from bad to chaotic. Because Homer using the shard is now making the island more unstable by the moment. Because he now used the shard in toxic waste and fell into that same 0-point toxic mixture and just created clones of himself. So yeah, this is not very good. This is bad, like extremely bad. So I guess now we know what the next part of the story will be. It has to involve with clone Homers. Let's see how that goes for all of us. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Now seeing that next week of the story which involved zombie clone Homers, yeah, let's just say this is now turned to very chaotic. And this is gonna get bad sooner or later. Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me. Comment down below what your favorite things to do with Fortnite creativity by players, Fortnite Ballistic, Fortnite Reload, the soon arrival of Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 7 OG. Comment down below your favorite moments of The Simpsons, and I'll see all of you in part 3 of the story when it comes out. Bye.